Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. This is going to be one of the spider mod runs with the universal item pool. At least I'm assuming. I think I started the other spider mod runs. There's like a weird methodology you have to do where you like start a run and then you open up the menu. I may have to do it on the fly here, but hopefully we'll like walk into the first item room. Well, we're going to need a key first because we're on the Cellar XL. Beautiful. But hopefully we walk into like the first item room and there's just like, you know, transcendence or something in there so that I know immediately whether what I've done works or does not work. Probably don't want to waste a key on that golden chest. Last run could have gone better. I think my failure in the last run, if I didn't take 9 lives, well, it's a weird thing. If you didn't see the last episode, this is going to sound like really oddly disjointed, but I ended up taking 9 lives in the hopes of becoming Guppy. I already had Guppy's tail, which I'd gotten for free from a curse room, and that allowed me to take deals with the devil for free. I really do not want this range upgrade, so I was able to get Mom's Knife basically for free, although, you know, I died picking it up and lost one of my 9 lives. But this ended up leading to a situation where, you know, I ended up dying once, and then that took me down to 1 HP, and then I, you know, just died continuously over and over and over again. I used a bomb for that chest, by the way, in the hopes that it has a key. It may be a good idea to pick up the bomb bag. The XL floor, you know, we're on the cellar, so I don't expect it to be staggeringly long, and if we pick up the bomb bag early, then, of course, we get, you know, it pays for itself pretty quickly. Attack fly. You know, I would rather take the attack fly than the bomb bag because I'm a dumb animal, so why don't we take the attack fly? You might think I'm crazy, but this has worked out fairly well for me at certain occasions in the past. And it looks like we're gonna have rerolls available basically for the boss corridor here, assuming I don't fucking die in the meantime. So far, I don't think we've seen anything that would indicate that I actually have set up Spider Mod appropriately, but let's see if it works anyway. You know, it's one of the things that's hard to get proof by negation, right? It's like the debate that happens in religion all the time, which is something that I should probably not bring up, but it's like, how can you prove that something doesn't exist just because you don't see it? Maybe you just don't see it. I'm not trying to take a stand on that position at all. I'm just saying, you know, it could still be working but not having an effect. In any case, this is not going very well for me so far. I don't feel like I'm that rusty. I think I'm just playing kind of badly. I'm not going to blame this on my recent sojourn, let's just say. There you go, he's dead. Please drop some extra HP. Wouldn't hold out a ton of hope for snagging a deal with the devil here. The boss rooms are really where you find out if you've actually set it up appropriately. Otherwise, well, I mean, because, well, meat showed up. Meat is probably, I mean, it's like a great item, but it's also an item that, like, very, very often shows up in boss rooms anyway, so I still can't tell if I've set this up properly or maybe I'm just a goddamn idiot. In any case, we're basically guaranteed to get a cube of meat here. I don't think anything changes it, even with the universal item pool mod. So maybe this is just going to end up being a vanilla mod, but a vanilla mod where I play in spider mod, so we're probably not going to encounter a pink glitch. In any case, so far so good. Actually, I'm just going to, you know, we're using XSplit here so I can modify some stuff on the fly, as opposed to Camtasia. Binding of Isaac seems like real quiet to me, so we got like, yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Hopefully that ups it just a little bit for you guys out there, because it did sound like it was a little bit on the quiet side from my perspective. If it's a vanilla run, so be it. It's an interesting vanilla run so far. Meat gives us the extra HP and damage. Attack fly is an unusual pickup, and what, a cube of meat? I mean, it gives us one more orbital than we had last time, which was maybe not my downfall. That's probably a simplistic way to put it, but it's certainly something that irritated me over the course of the run. That's shot slowing, so, or never mind, I'm an idiot. Speedball is extra shot speed, so I'm a dummy. I thought that was Spider Bite for some reason, which is ridiculous because the like icon for Spider Bite is a spider. I just saw white and was like, oh, that must be an item that I consider very good. So, truth be told, the bomb bag is probably substantially better than this. I really like getting 1 speed upgrade. I think, you know, everyone has different magic numbers that they consider that for speed upgrades in Isaac, and of course there is such a thing as going a little bit too fast. I think 1 speed upgrade, whether that's like a huge speed upgrade or a minor one, is just a little bit better than default speed, is basically where I like to be comfortable. It allows you to dodge easily, but also, you know, you're very unlikely to be walking yourself onto spikes and fires and things like that, so, you know, in spite of my ineptitude, the opportunity cost of losing something like Bomb Bag to pick up a speed upgrade instead is not, you know, really staggering, so I don't feel like it's something that's going to have an enormous effect on the run. Watch me have, like, 0 bombs for the entire run and then, you know, eat my words pretty quickly. More keys? No, more money. And we actually are very much closing in on being able to go to the shop, and the first shop, I mean, it's a valuable one because we are only going to get, you know, N-1 shops relative to a normal run, because we started on an XL floor. So instead of getting, you know, one shop basement part 1, one shop basement part 2, we're only getting one shop basement part 1 and 2, or cellar, I guess, in this case. Get a tiers upgrade from that pill, which is extremely lucky. What might be in our best interest, I know this might sound crazy, is to... Well, we don't have any bombs, so we can't get that key, but it might sound crazy, is to go to this, like, mob trap room and open the golden chest, see what's inside, and maybe we'll get 2 cents that we can use to go to the shop afterwards, and we'll also get a chance for consumables after fighting the enemies. But to be honest with you, I don't really have that kind of sack, so I think I'm just going to leave instead, and we'll consider our work here done. I think it was a pretty good first floor. Got a tears and damage upgrade, health upgrade, the attack fly's nice, and orbital's nice as well, and of course we still have the D6, and the speed upgrade is, you know, nothing to sneeze at. Alright, Caves Part 1. This should actually be a little bit easier. Okay, so that is my indication that a little bit more damage would not be the worst thing in the world. Please, okay, lucky me. Come on, okay. A little bit more damage would have probably prevented me from getting hit at first. This is one of my least favorite rooms in Isaac for that reason. I think it's very difficult to avoid taking damage on that room if you don't have the ability to fly. I don't think it necessarily is one of those things that needs to be rebalanced in Rebirth. You know, nothing needs to be rebalanced, but does it warrant rebalancing? It probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Okay. Ladder. Like, the ladder for 7 cents strikes me as a pretty okay deal. And probably something that would pay for itself quickly, but if I can reroll it and get something better, why not? And the compass is certainly better. And it might be a good idea to buy that key as well, but I don't think we need to yet. We'll just check out what we've got in our item room. Who knows, maybe it's the skeleton key, and I could have used this money to buy a spirit heart to keep me alive or something like that, because I have been taking an exceptional amount of really dumb damage. Now I kind of wish I had the ladder. Okay, laser. Terrible item, as we all know. Well, no, it's not a terrible item. It's a terrible item when you're playing as Isaac, because you already have the D6. That much is, you know, common knowledge, though. We are going to get another reroll, but it's going to be a pretty quick-moving floor. Just to guarantee myself the gift of life, I am going to pick up this Spirit Hearts, and that will hopefully keep me alive a little bit longer. I'm playing poorly, but there's a chance we'll get the items necessary to carry us despite that. Or there's a chance I'll just have like a miraculous John Travolta in Phenomenon type moment and eventually just start playing well in spite of my previous ineptitude. A man can dream. Don't tell me a man can't. Men can dream. I saw it in Cosmopolitan magazine. 69 ways to please your man. 1 through 68, play with his testicles. 69, buy him a dream journal. No wonder that study is still going on. Okay, pop up here. I already lost my Spirit Heart, but it's a good thing that I did lose it, because otherwise I would have, or it's a good thing I bought the Spirit Heart, I should say, otherwise I would have died right there, because that was a champion silkworm that hit me. Okay. Little Chub. Little Chad, sorry. Pretty terrible. Attack Fly's not going to get too much opportunity to do its thing here, unless I get exceptionally lucky, I think. And that's not too likely to happen. And again, I either may have bunged up the... Oh, man, he does 1 full heart of damage? That's crazy. I may have bunged up the spider mod thing, or maybe I didn't, but we just haven't seen the universal item pools really in action so far. So this is a very scary position for me, because the attack fly, of course, is like accidentally blowing up all these fucking laser bullet flies and making my life a living hell. And as like that explosion could have killed me right there easily. So I'm just trying to like kind of simplify things and take out Chad, and like when the flies show up, just get on the other side of the map, man. Because I really cannot afford for something like that to happen. That was very close. Oh my god, just get out of here. If I could just kill Chad, that's like the most important thing by far. Ooh, careful. Oh my god, he just summoned some more. It's the most important thing by far, because he'll probably drop some HP. I'm dead. I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I guess we're starting again. I'll pull up my secret methodology here. Internals. You can't even see it because it's not showing up on the screen, but item pools editor. Load from file. Pools have all items. Apply. Alright, so we'll put that up there. So that was just like really terrible play, and I have basically nothing to offer in my own defense beyond my apologies, so I'm sorry about that, but we'll try to improve upon our previous misgivings here. I'm gonna blame that on a lack of caffeine. I've got a cup of coffee sitting next to me, but unfortunately it's taunting me with the fact that it is not yet nearly unscalding enough to drink. So, pretty abysmal run there to start with. The most frustrating part about it from my standpoint is that I lose meat, and meat is like maybe one of the best HP upgrades because of the damage upgrade that gives you associated with it. I'm trying to think of what else kind of factors in even to that discussion at all. And I'm having a hard time thinking about it. Obviously, Blood Bag gives you the speed upgrade. I guess, you know, like an all-stats upgrade, like Magic Mushroom or SMB Superfan would qualify as well. But meat's like one of the more common ones that shows up, so that's pretty cool in my eyes. You know, since we're so early on here, it's tempting to go to the item rooms first because I need maybe more items to have a better chance of beating the bosses, but since our rerolls are available right off the bat here, and we should be able to get anything— man, keys coming like crazy. I should be able to get anything from the boss rooms, then why don't we work this out? And if I end up having bunged it up again, well, that's okay. It'll just be another vanilla run. Who would have thought I could die on, like, the Caves part— that was the Caves part 1, right? As Isaac on a vanilla run. Well, you know, I've been a little rusty. You probably saw that in the last episode as well. So I am actually going to completely go back on my earlier decision to not blame it on Rust, and we'll blame it completely on Rust. Not the recently released Steam Early Access Survival Caveman game. I think it's about Caveman. I don't know. I haven't played it myself. But I've heard a lot of people talking about it, and it seems like there are some caveman-type activities going on there. You know, Iga and whatnot. Watch out for snakes. Now, if I could just get you to decease yourself, thank you very much. We're gonna get Cat of Nine Tails, so that's awful. Skeleton Key, though, is like really amazing, so I'm gonna pick that up for sure. And I'm not gonna go fight the boss over here just yet, because I have no rerolls available, and we could possibly get a deal with the devil. Although, you know, on this, we've talked about this many a time, deals with the devil kind of like really shitty when you have the universal item pools, and the reason for that, of course, is that you know, you have to pay health for the items, and the items, typically, on a deal with the devil, are a little bit better than the items that you'd get from a standard item room. You know, Mom's Knife, obviously, is very good. Many options for abilities to fly, stuff like that. Now, we could end up getting, like, Monster Manuel and Wiggle Worm or something like that on the deal with the devil, and paying 2 hearts for the privilege, which strikes me as a pretty bad value proposition, if you ask me. It's the new Jennifer Lopez movie. It's the sequel to Mother-in-Law and Monster-in-Law. Sorry, I always get Monster-in-Law confused with The Wedding Planner, confused with Geely, confused with U-Turn, confused with Live from San Marino. Well, we have rerolls available, so why don't we go up to this boss room then? And the reroll is primarily for the boss room. I've already mentioned the deal with the devil quandary, but the good news is that if you walk into a deal with the devil and then walk out, then you have a very good chance to get a deal with the devil. Sorry, deal with the angel next time a deal with the devil would have shown up. And that makes a big difference. Because a deal with the angel is basically a free item. And again, you know, deals with the angel typically are of a better quality than like your standard item room. But it is basically just like getting another free item room with a D6 available as well. The other reason I'm kind of ornery about the fact that we lost that last run is because I had the compass. And the compass is obviously a really great item. It wasn't like the game handed me shit and then expected me to survive. I was actually doing pretty okay from like an RNG item standpoint, so it's really only myself to blame. But, you know, let's just think of I've Got a Feeling by the Beatles, you know, on the rooftop, and we'll everybody pull your socks up, everybody see the sunshine. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, so the rosary's a weird one. Because people tell me, you know, it's contextual. People say, you know, I don't pick up the rosary, that means I'm just throwing an item away, because I could just buy the Bible later, put it down, and then never see it again. But I think in this situation, it's actually better to reroll the rosary, because we can. So I will do that. And Max's Head is a very good damage upgrade. Maybe the best damage upgrade in the game that's likely to show up. Like, raw damage upgrade, that is, of course. And it's not even that likely to show up. It's actually pretty rare, so disregard that. Let's continue moving onward. So far, so good. The caveat, obviously, with this universal items pool thing is that HP upgrades are a little bit rarer to come by, because normally they're pretty weighted to show up in the boss rooms, but now, I mean, the trade-off is that they can show up anywhere. Man, Guppy's tail would be so good right now. The trade-off is obviously that they can show up anywhere, but the negative associated with it is that they're much less likely to show up just on boss rooms. So, they don't balance each other out. I'm pretty sure it's still less likely to find an HP upgrade now under these rules than it would be otherwise, but so be it. So we are coming up to the end of this floor. I am now 2-shotting enemies instead of 4-shotting them. That feels really good. Robo Baby's like Not great, but also at the same time, we're not going to get another reroll, and I would hate to reroll this into a shitty active. So I'll take Robo Baby, and that's like a, you know, plus 2% chance to success or something. But sure, we'll take it. It's a little bit, it's a very, very minor damage upgrade, if you will. In any case, Max's head is definitely the single biggest thing we've gotten here. And also, you know, nothing to sneeze at with respect to picking up Skeleton Key. We'll be able to open every single door we come across for sure. Oh my god, a 15-cent brimstone? I can't pick it up, but that would be remarkable. This is why shops are interesting now, too. Shops less valuable than item rooms now because they have exactly the same items. But, you know, it's an extra item room, so if I end up getting the money, that would be awesome. Or getting the money to go to an extra item room, I should say. And we get a full suite of orbitals, which I think is a pretty nice situation to be in. So I think we're just going to leave this floor. And we picked up some very good items. I mean, it was a double floor, so you'd expect to pick up some very good items. Otherwise, or you'd expect to be proportionally a little bit stronger than you would be after the first floor of a normal run. But this is scaling pretty well, I would say. I went to the curse room already, didn't find anything. No point in looking for the secret room, I think. Alright, so we're starting it off on the right foot here. I think this is going a little bit better than the last run went. And we'll drop down to the next floor. And I'm going to try to take a sip of this coffee during the vignette here. Probably still a little bit too hot. Not that you needed a live blog necessarily on the state of my coffee, but in any case, we're on an XL floor again. It's Catacombs. That's tough. We'll probably be fine, but it would be very nice to get an HP upgrade. Probably the most likely way to get an HP upgrade. Let's hope that this pill works out. Oh, that sucks. Probably the most likely way to get an HP upgrade at this point is to go to a blood bank. But of course, you know, the blood bank kind of works out. Oh my god. The fucking Venn diagram there. Of course, the blood bank is much easier to play the more HP upgrades you have, especially if you have Spirit Hearts to go along with them. But so for now, like, I'm actually a little bit concerned because I'm one hit away from death. Holy shit. Okay, don't die again, please. Why are these neutral flies so fucking heinous? I feel like I've entered into like Olympian training mode here. Like, everything's slowed down. Maybe I should go into that arcade and we'll gamble a little bit. Because oh, that feels a little bit better, actually. I really don't want to gamble, but it would be very nice to not die. So, like, I'm tempted. We'll get money back from the blood bank later, presumably, if we live. So, sure, let's gamble a little bit and hopefully pick up just like one Spirit Heart. Or, like, enough red hearts. Just, yeah, okay, 2 red hearts is pretty good. Oh, I thought I'd already given you money. Yeah, like, I feel pretty good about the situation now. In fact, okay, we'll play this once. That'll allow us to get 1 cent back, and then we'll get back to full health. Okay, so that arcade has saved me some hardship, probably. Let's find our item rooms, shop, boss room, corridor as quickly as possible, please. And what do I need here? I guess, like, I'm playing real badly, as you can see. The ability to fly would be a very welcome pickup, not least of which because it would save me from having to use bombs to open up these treasure chest kind of corridors over and over and over. Sure, we got more bombs back, but it's not really what I was getting at. I am content to fight the bosses here. I think the bosses are not going to be as difficult as the rooms, largely. Pestilence, you know, pretty much goes along with that fairly easily, as you might expect. It is White Pestilence, which doesn't even shoot green bombs, which is actually kind of annoying because the green bombs, I mean, they're more likely to hit me, probably, or they do double damage, so proportionally they probably do more damage to me than the actual, like, just normal shots from the white dude here. But, oh, that was really bad. The green bombs can also destroy his minions, which makes my life a lot easier because I'm not constantly doing crowd control. But whatever, we're gonna get Cube of Meat here. We could reroll Cube of Meat, actually, because it's based on what the second boss has. So we could reroll it to anything, why not? That could be funny. Yeah, let's reroll it to Holy Water. Have a great fucking laugh, that was awesome. Alright, it's Carrion Queen, if I remember correctly. So I will be basically using all of my bombs to take out Carrion Queen as quickly as possible. Robo Baby, you know, with Robo Baby we can fight a little bit of a war of attrition. I don't really want to do that, though. I say with Robo Baby because Robo Baby's got the technology, so you can actually, like, hit the parts of the body that you need to hit. But with Max's head, just like 10 hits on the tail here should be enough to finish the job. Gotta watch out for the poop, obviously. We're getting pretty close to the end here. I feel okay about this. And we get the laser again, or was that last run where that showed up? The very good news about this is that we're alive and we have, you know, many reroll pedestals. And those are important. You gotta get those reroll pedestals so that you can reroll. Golden chests are extremely valuable for us. Obviously, the blood bank is something that I'm going to be looking forward to once we reach the end of the floor and see what our health situation is like. If you wait till the end of the floor, you can basically play the blood banks risk-free, so why not, right? That's another two plays on the blood bank, 1 heart. And I didn't get hit there, which is amazing. Amazingly lucky, probably, but amazing nonetheless. Let's go back to our boss room corridor, and of course, we're only getting further and further away as we go further and further into the level from our reroll pedestals, so I would very much like to get them sorted out as quickly as possible. As far as I'm concerned, you know, Blue Baby is like as bad. Sorry, not Blue Baby. Holy Water is as bad as the laser, even though the laser is an active item that we wouldn't even pick up. The only reason I'll come through here and do this is just so it doesn't show up again. And then we'll reroll Holy Water, and we get Transcendence. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. The ability to fly. It takes 1 reroll out of the equation. Life's good. So, still some HP would be awesome. For whatever reason, it's been an unlikely proposition so far. Let us just basically stand here. Like a Ouija board would actually be a pretty nice pickup. As you can see, I'm not being able to shoot over the rocks. That creates a little bit of an issue. Probably just on this room, though. Alright, this is an important room. Not an important room, but an important juncture due to its intersection with the item room. We will not have a reroll available for it. I'm really hoping the item room is just good right off the bat. That would save me a little bit of hassle with all the backtracking that we've got going on here. Another key, probably not super necessary. Stem cells is, I believe, well, it's an HP upgrade, so we're going to pick it up. But it's also a tears upgrade, I think, or a shot speed upgrade, whatever, no big deal. Inside of here, we have the shovel, which is something that I'll pick it up and then put it back down. And the reason I'm going to do this is so that I can fight everything in this room, and then we'll have a reroll available, which is basically just another free item room in here. And you know what? Is it better to reroll the shovel or the laser? It doesn't matter, because it's a universal item pool. So it's better to reroll whatever's closer to us, just to save us a little bit of time in the real world, which is where my priorities primarily lie. So, turret, I was really hoping I could kill you before you actually shot at me. And, you know, same there. But, so far so good. Reroll the shovel here, and we get Odd Mushroom. Skinny Odd Mushroom is a drastically increased rate of fire. Very useful. Also a decrease with respect to our individual damage per shot, but so be it, right? Okay, so 1 item room down. Probably shouldn't go there. Yeah, we'll save our dead ends. Oh, that was really dumb. We'll save our dead ends, because I would like to use those after we figure out what's going on in the other item room and shop. Otherwise, you know, going to a dead end is basically you're getting the charge on the D6, or the, like, 1/3 of a charge, but you're not actually getting any closer to finding where you need to be. So I don't think it's necessarily that useful. This is a dead end, though, so... You know, the other thing about Skinny on Mushroom is that, thankfully, you get a speed boost. That was a really bad bit of damage there. That's going to make it difficult for me to play the Blood Bank. But you get a speed boost, so backtracking is going to be faster. Hey, the Joker card. We've skipped over a Deal with the Devil, so why don't we try the Joker card? It gives us a Deal with the Devil. And you know what? Again, I don't think it's really worth using the reroll. So we'll just instead come back down this way. Why is it not worth using the reroll? Because I'd rather use the reroll for a free item as opposed to one that we have to trade very valuable HP for. I thought I explained this before, but I guess not. No, I have explained it many a time. So, in here, there's our Deal with the Devil again, but we reroll the laser, and we get the Game Kid, which is pretty not great. The reason the Game Kit is kind of okay is because we could play it a couple of times and get HP back, and then go about our lives, but I really think it's better for us to just reroll it again. And hopefully, again, we find something good enough in our first item room so we can just focus all of our rerolls on Game Kit, because that's the item I want least right now. Robo Baby, please. Ah, there we go. 1's down. This is, again, I'm very thankful for the ability to fly, or believe it or not, this room may have had a fairly decent chance to actually kill me. This is like the third or fourth time we've gotten this room, and every time just makes me wish for the Ouija board or like Brimstone, because with Brimstone, you kill all the enemies in the room instantly. Samson's Lock or Safety Cap. I prefer Safety Cap, especially when it gives you Balls of Steel. which basically makes it practical for us to play the blood bank no matter what our HP situation is. Usually anyway. Not in all cases, I suppose. Alright, there's another pill. Safety cap is bad trip. Bad trip's good here, because we can go play the shit out of the blood bank, like, a lot. And we'll go use our reroll on the game kit as well. So yeah, we'll start by going to the blood bank in here, and so we'll pop in, and we'll get 3 plays before anything crazy happens. And then bad trip should be full health. No, it just took a Spirit Heart because I'm a dumbass. Okay, well, then we'll go use our reroll over here. I had a feeling that might happen. What I should have done then is just, like, thrown away the Spirit Hearts and then used bad trip to get back to full health and then played it some more, I guess. Am I really rerolling the game kid? What I should do, I guess, first is I mean, this is good. It's gonna take us a little bit more backtracking. But why don't we use the game kid on the blood bank? I won't get any extra health back, I think, but I will be able to play the blood bank for free, so that's good news. So let's pop this open. I don't think we get extra health back for it. We may, though. Alright, we got 4 plays, and we picked up like 7 cents. So sure, thank you, game kid. I didn't get any extra health, but that's okay. Could certainly be worse. Yeah, let's pop in here and we'll reroll the game kit. My brain is buzzing right now with tactical possibilities. I do kind of like X-ray goggles. In this case, it'll allow us to see the secret room, which will give us more money, and, you know, secret rooms can now basically double as universal item rooms as well. And we don't really have... Is this the secret room? No, we don't really have many bombs, so to be able to go to the secret rooms easily is a luxury. There's our secret room number 1. It's a slot machine, unfortunately. We could play it, but I don't think there's much desire to do so. And we've still got like a decent amount of ground left to cover on this floor, which is nuts. This is shaping up to be a long video. Let's see here. Peeper's Eye. That is another rerollable item. And thankfully, I do have rerolls available, so we'll set that up. And I probably should go pick up some health, because otherwise we do run the risk of dying. And I know that there's health available on this floor, because I saved it for the possibility of the blood bank, but hopefully we'll get some, like, red heart drops here. Okay, torn page, or missing page. It's, like, god-awful. This is our shop. Libraries are so good now, too. If we can get libraries to show up, we'll be in a very good position. HP upgrade, yeah, that's a great deal. How could I pass that up? And we'll definitely pick up the HP as well. So now we've gone through basically every room that could possibly contain an item, minus, like, second secret room, I guess. So what I'm going to do is come back here and we'll reroll Peeper's Eye, just because we can, and we have at least another reroll available. Probably not 2, though. And we will take Quad Shot, and I think that's how we're going to leave this floor. So, you know, we were in dire straits for a little while, but now it appears that we've kind of turned it around a little bit. That's good news. I don't really feel the need to not rush a little bit, so why don't we do that? And I'll probably play the blood bank until I get down to 0 health, and then we'll get the extra HP, and then we'll probably leave, just to, you know, be better safe than sorry. So we ended up picking up about as much HP as I would normally have by this point in the game, probably. Yeah, 5 HP by the end of the second XL floors. It's not terrible. We have many offensive advantages and a defensive advantage in the form of Transcendence as well. Alright, yeah, it's like 3 hearts total. We can get hit 6 times. That seems like a pretty good tolerance. So, yeah, let's leave ourselves the Catacombs XL here. Go down to the next floor, and I'll caffeinate up a little bit again. And of course we're going to get the Depths XL. Believe it or not, I did not actually, you know, alter anything in Spider Mod to make exclusively XL floors show up. Mind you, I can't really complain, because what's the principal problem with XL floors? Well, you know, besides needing keys, which we have in spades, the principal problem is that you need to get better shops, basically, because you get less shops. And we've had pretty good shops so far. I don't think we went to the shop on the first floor, but we got an HP upgrade from the shop on the second floor. That's pretty solid. Also, we're not on Necropolis, so that's an easy thing to not complain about, is being on the easier set of floors. I would love to pick up the compass. I doubt it'll happen. Apart from that, I'm really not sure what to expect, to be honest with you, because universal item pools kind of like that. Extra damage would be nice. We're doing kind of okay, but it would be always nice to have a little bit more. It's going to be our last shop, unfortunately. We might get lucky, though. Greed could drop the Steam sale, and then it could be re-rolled into, you know, basically anything. Let's see. No, he just dropped a little bit of money. Well, that's unfortunate, but we can maybe use that for a judgment or something. And yeah, cool. Let's continue onwards here then. We get a Forget Me Now, which is interesting, but not interesting enough, and I'd rather just use it as a reroll pedestal this early on. You know what? Lucky Foot is an item that I've come to respect a great deal due to its ability to constantly give you only good pills. So, with the safety cap, which we'll be getting rid of soon, but that could provide us with some serious benefits on this floor. And then, you know, obviously the earlier we'd gotten it, the better it would have been, but so be it. I would love to get some HP upgrade pills. Or Tears upgrade. I think we got a Tears upgrade pill as well earlier on, so I know it's in the rotation. Any attribute upgrades, I guess, I'm not going to complain too hard about. What's up with you guys? You okay? Alright then. I don't know what you're doing in the wall over there, but that's acceptable, I suppose. We are back to full health. Probably could be doing a better job to look out for item rooms, or rooms that have items in them, I guess more accurately, when you're playing with Universal Items Pool. What is going on with the logic in this game right now? Like, things are just constantly jumping. Okay, we're good. And the pill is Bad Trip. Am I going crazy? Is Bad Trip considered a good pill? Because as a result of having Luckfoot, is that not supposed to become good? Am I crazy? Or that Luckfoot makes all pills not bad? I don't know, man. This is weird. Certainly I don't want to pop it right away, because it's just going to take away one of my spirit hearts. I feel like it's like when you go back to school after you've been away on, like, summer vacation or something like that, and your teacher asks you a question, and you're like, oh, like, 3 weeks ago, I probably would have known this, but it's been purged from my brain yeah, we'll take meat again, as a result of the holidays. So that's how I feel right now, is like, I feel like I have a solution for this question, but it's just, it escapes me right now. Anyway, as we continue playing here, we have the arcade, which is actually a pretty, you know, the first arcade didn't pay out for us, but I think this one has maybe a better chance. I'm always a little bit wary about playing the arcades right off the bat, as one might expect. Did I already take the item from the... I rerolled Forget Me Now, and it became... I thought, like, something pretty... Oh, it became Luckfoot, which I did indeed take. Alright, I'm gonna play this until I get down to 1.5 hearts. That's where we are right now. 46 cents, so, you know, unfortunately that's not really that valuable for me as a result of the obvious fact that I have already exhausted my shopportunities. That is a phrase that I'm going to trademark. Do not use that. I'll be using that in my homespun Mean Girls sequel, Not Nice Girls. Now, much to my surprise, this is not a dead end. It's good news and bad news. It's good news because, you know, we can potentially find some more kind of item rooms or whatnots adjacent to here. It's bad news because I was kind of hoping to have some relief from combat, but I guess we don't get that anyway. Because I need some more HP now, because I gambled probably a little bit too much of it away at the blood bank fiasco. That's okay, though. We can still recover from this fairly easily. Just it's a long trip back to self-sufficiency. And this is our last real room of value here, but I'll probably keep looking through the rest of the floor just in case there is the existence of a library, which is basically 2 free items. In here we get Bob's Rotten Head, which is not god-awful, but certainly not great. And the quarter, which is, like, actually kind of god-awful here. The quarter is actually better than Bob's Rotten Head because we don't lose the D6, but it's still pretty not good. Yeah, we probably don't have too much more backtracking to do here, so I'm just going to dutifully kind of go through it. And if I'm just going to drop a bomb in here, and then, sure, we killed 2 of them. It simplifies things enough for me to probably not get hit for the remainder of the room. 52 cents is a very good position to be in if you have any shops to go through. Unfortunately, I do not. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get from our boss rooms, because, you know, these are the last 2 big items. I don't necessarily think we need more HP. I wouldn't necessarily, you know, shit on it either if we got it, but, let's come up here and we get, well, sure. I'll fight another one of these asshole rooms. I'm very concerned. I'm at 2.5 hearts. That's, you know, effectively you're technically looking at 4 hits without dying, but with champions and stuff, you're probably looking at like 3. This is good. I'm glad I came through here now. because Judgment will, yeah, inevitably pay out with something. HP upgrade is good enough that I'm not gonna, you know, complain about it, as mentioned. And I'm really hoping that there's actually like an Eternal Heart in here. Although, I don't know how I would protect it if we got it, so... the other thing is, if there's a lot of HP, I can really abuse the blood bank type situation. Oh, I can actually already do that. Yeah, so this is actually pretty good. I should probably... You know, we're not going to get another reroll, so I'm actually just going to go to all these other rooms first and just, you know, look at them and see if there's a library, because I really... Backtracking is something that annoys me to no fucking end. So if I can sort out the backtracking issue here... I would be very happy about it. I think we have a very good chance to get a blood bag, or at least a reroll. The problem is that if I use my reroll on the quarter, I won't be able to use rerolls on the... It's another bad trip pill. This is getting kind of hilarious. If I use my... Ooh, we don't know what this is, but I'll take it because I have Luckfoot. Bad gas, not particularly strong. We probably would have gotten another reroll, by the way. I was just being a big dummy about it, apparently, because there's way more rooms here. More than meets the eye, supposedly. Well... We'll continue onwards, unfortunately. I say unfortunately not because I don't like the Binding of Isaac, just because the backtracking part is so laborious to me. At this point, I just want to go ahead and fight our bosses. It sucks that we didn't get Nun's Habit. Like, that seems to show up all the fucking time on these Isaac runs, but, you know, with universal item pools, it does minimize the chance that it shows up, because normally it has a fairly high weighted percentage to visit upon you in the shops, but we did not reach that, so that's okay. So we're just going to clear this out, and... No library, no problem. We're still doing pretty well. Are you fucking my dark bead right now? Like, seriously. How many goddamn rooms are still available up here? No wonder this has been like a long-ass run. I can't actually tell how long... Oh, there's a cursor, and that's actually pretty good. I can't actually tell how long I've been recording. But what I can tell is, like, file size. And this is, like, already bigger than the last episode. Okay. Well, we're going to reroll 9 lives. Into Moth's Bra. Fantastic. But I can tell, like, how long I've been recording, or not how long, but how big the recording is, and it's already bigger than yesterday's Isaac episode, which is fairly substantial considering we're only on the Depths XL. Mind you, I did die once, but still. So, let's speed things up a little bit. I'm going to make my way back to the blood bank. I'm going to play it, get all the way back to full health. We could rinse and repeat that a couple of times. I'll probably reroll the quarter and take whatever we get from the boss rooms, just because, like, there's no way that it's going to be worse than the quarter from the boss rooms, right? Like, what could it possibly be that's worse than the quarter? It's an active item that doesn't give us money, I guess, but the quarter's already going to have basically no effect, so I don't think it makes a difference at all. So Bad Trip will become full health here, unless I'm a fucking idiot. Plus, like, there's no need to really have extra money, considering doing something like this is going to give me so much of it. So, it's the IV bag. We're not even going to get another reroll for it, so I am a dummy. What I will do is just get more money for it, and the reason I'm doing this is so that Bad Trip can actually become full health. So, there we go. Alright. So, I probably should go back and get that IV bag, not IV bag, sorry, the Bad Trip pill, because that'll become a full health. And then we'll start making our way downwards. It's a real shame. Guppy's Tail would have been such a good pickup on this run. I still think we're in a pretty good position. I think we could die. I think it's probably like 50-50 whether we survive or find ourselves in a terrible position here. Sure, let's just make our way down to boss room. And we won't actually be able to reroll the quarter. Alright, I'm an idiot. Why am I not able to reroll the quarter? Where did I use my reroll? Did I use it on IV bag? Something's fucked up about it. Oh, I used it on Dead Cat. Okay, I got it. Well, rerolling Dead Cat was actually about the same decision, I guess, as rerolling the quarter. So hopefully we just get good items from our boss rooms here. I believe that Gish will give us Little Gish, even with Universal Items Pool, so that's a good pickup. If we rerolled it, it would give us something random, because, you know, Mom's next, and she'll give us a random item due to the Spider Mod modification. But I would much rather just have the familiar here, so that's a good pickup. Next, the slow is so important. So we actually are going to finally make it to Mom here, and you know, this is a good, it's always a pretty good like litmus test of how you're doing on a run, damage-wise when you fight Mom, and I think this is showing that we're doing pretty well. By the way, I'd like to, just a small pet peeve. I had someone comment on a video, and the litmus test was the catalyst for this. Me saying litmus test, I should say, but I said terraforming in the Long Live the Queen video. I said, you're really terraforming her mood. Like, you want to make her mood such that you can succeed, if that makes sense. You can learn the skills that you want to learn. And someone in the comments, it was actually a top comment, so no disrespect, man, said, well, Northernlion, it's called terraforming because terra is like Latin or Greek prefix for earth, right? So you can't really say terraforming about anything but the earth. And then, you know, it got me to thinking, and there was another great reply to that comment. It was like, well, you can say tailor her mood, but, you know, her mood is not clothing, and it's still... English is a metaphorical language. It's flowery, and it's full of bullshit. It's the same reason why I think you can say litmus test, even though, well, excuse me, litmus test is to determine the pH of a substance. That's true, but that's what makes English beautiful and esoteric and bullshit all at the same time, is that you can take words that are definitions that apply to other things and apply them to other things, and it's great and dumb. Anyway, long story short, tears up. That's pretty good. Long story short, tears up might as well be the story of any time I get, like, butthurt over anything in the comments. But all I'm trying to get at is you'll have a more fun time, I think, if you stop taking language so literally. I mean, if not to toot my own horn, but if I'm using words like terraform, you can probably assume that I understand that terraform is, you know, in that Ridley Scott Prometheus sense, you know. Oh, well, we'll pick up 2 more spirit hearts here. And it's easy to be the guy who's kind of like a grammar dude, right? Like, they say grammar Nazi, which is a weird term to me. But anyway, I see it on Reddit all the time. This is something that's come up, like, surprisingly often. But someone on Reddit will, like, spell something wrong, and then they'll be like, well, actually, I think you meant this. And then they're like, yeah, well, like, English is, like, the 8th language that I learned how to speak. So, like, I'm really sorry about that, but... like, my Croatian, Hungarian, and Serb is, like, really good. And there's something to be said for that. Language, to me, is all about communication, right? If you understand what the other person is saying, what does it matter if it's not, you know, the fucking Queen's English? That's my perspective on things anyway. That being said, if you type in all lowercase or, God forbid, alternating uppercase and lowercase, we're gonna have a problem. That's an issue for another day. In any case... more money, that's probably not going to be that applicable to my needs in the future unless we come across a staggering amount of judgments, which would actually be, like, pretty good. By the way, did you notice we actually did not end up on an XL floor here? Who did I have to blow to make that happen? Don't really care. Would do it again, as long as you don't make me swallow the gravy. And I have to bring something up here. This is something for Southern Americans, and this is not racist at all. So I apologize for making it geographically specific. Southern Americans who grew up in the American South. What's up with white gravy, man? I'm not necessarily saying it's bad. It's just weird to me, as you know, in Canada, gravy is a staple of cuisine. Poutine, of course, especially. But it's always brown gravy. Differing shades of brown, and when you make gravy from the juices of a roast or something like that, it always comes out as a brownish color. It seems to make sense to me, given the color of the meat in question. But white gravy freaks me out. Like white, creamy, chunky... Oh, we found our boss. That's really good. White, creamy, chunky gravy. What up with that? Like, I don't get... Where does that come from? Is brown gravy, like, often dyed from white gravy? Or is, like, white gravy somehow... Is it a cream-based gravy as opposed to a... I don't even know, like a stock-based? I almost choked on my own appetite. Well, what the fuck, Conquest? Alright, well, I'll see you again in a second here. I almost choked on my own appetite there. Well, just discussing the disgusting. Well, Conquest is like... He's my least favorite boss to fight on Utero 1, probably, because he pays out with jack shit, and he's kind of difficult, but, he'll be dead fairly shortly. Anyway, maybe 1 or 2 more hits. Come on. I know you want it. There we go. And we actually did get a deal with the Angel. I'm not sure if we can reroll White Pony to anything else. I'd rather reroll the Angel room if it's bad. Which it sort of is, so... Yeah, that's actually much better. Lump of Coal, I think, has turned out as an improvement there. So, sorry, White Pony. Like, I always see, like, you know, Southern American menus. It'd be like... biscuits and gravy, or like, you know, chicken fried steak, and I think it comes with like white gravy, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not necessarily averse to it, you know. I ate, you know, barbecue chicken feet in South Korea on the regular, and enjoyed it. Not so much the silkworms, but, still, white gravy is something that, I guess, freaks me out just a little bit. So, Utero 2, this is where things usually start picking up just a little bit. I know I've talked up our chances a little bit here. The more the time goes on and the more I start to become distracted by my own gastronomical talk here, I'm taking a realistic look at our chances, and I'm thinking they're a little lower than I'd originally prognosticated, Nostradamus style. Sure, we'll let the orbitals take... Oh, orbitals don't hurt him, huh? Okay. Well, this is a weird one then. Why don't we just use a bomb? I could have just walked him on the spikes. That's me being an idiot. Why are we in not a great position? Damage is fine. Good, even. It's beyond adequate, at least. The issue is that my health is not. And this is a run that I think, you know, cooler heads or better players could beat. But not me, I think, unfortunately. If I could just play a little bit better, I might be able to swing this one, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. Just waited around to see if maybe those were surprise tinted rocks. I mean, stranger things have happened, and if I get down to the chest, you know, those are items that could be anything. But for now, I'm a little bit modest about my my chances, let's put it that way. So to be able to pick up this extra red heart is really good. And then in our secret room, Dad's key shows up again. The good thing about this is that it gives us an extra reroll pedestal. So I almost used it by accident. Not that that would have changed anything. So we'll reroll it. Oh, shit. Nun's Habit's actually pretty good. Okay, so there's a curse room, but I am just kind of taking a quick glance here just to see if there were other rooms adjacent to me that would maybe provide me with some insight as to where we were on the floor and maybe make it so I could see where I was relative to the Mom's Heart fight. I really expect us to do well on the Mom's Heart fight. I am going to definitely check out the curse room, and Guppy's Paw is here. I think we actually go through with this. Absolutely. This might be what changes things and gives us the potential to make this happen. We don't have a reroll available, which is just me being an idiot. I probably should have hurt myself a couple of times to get a reroll so I could reroll Guppy's Paw after, but whatever. So be it. Now. It's not very good of me. Bad Trip is now worthless. Two of Spades is like, yeah, you know, exactly the same. We'll see if this is not a dead end, and it isn't. But Guppy's Paw basically has given us maybe 21 Spirit Hearts to last the rest of the game on. And I think that's going to be a little bit better than the 7 Red Hearts that I had. But it's debatable for sure, and especially like the more awful damage I take, the worse this gets. Every Tears upgrade helps out a good deal, though. Isaac's Head is something that we cannot use. Though, we're going to come up through the secret room again. I could go to the curse room, of course, and, you know, lose 1 Spirit Heart to reroll. But I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's worth it, because Spirit Hearts are precious right now. And, you know, getting another item would be amazing as well. Another great item, of course, but I don't know if it would change the world. And the real thing we have to worry about is what if we get a bad item that would very negatively affect me. Now, I obviously hate everything about this room. If I could just sneak a couple of these hearts dead, like Sam Fisher style, you can do it. There's 2. This room becomes so much easier the further you get into it. I mean, that's true with basically any room in Isaac, but especially that room right there. And especially the more congested it is. Ah, there we go, boss room. Okay, good news. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about our chances now. That is the Curved Horn, which we obviously can't do anything with. I expect Mom's Heart will be a very easy boss fight. We don't have, like, Mr. Mega or anything like that. But we also have very good damage, lump of coal, plenty of bombs. So I would expect, you know, the bosses are going to be the hard part here. But the bosses that Mom's Heart summons, I should say. But apart from that, good news. Okay, put this down. That was a very good attack on that bomb to make it work for me. Oh, we got all the zombies as well. So we may have to deal with, like, Duke of Flies, but I really don't think we'll have to deal with Chub. Which is good news, because Chub's the slow one. The slow one to fight, I should say. Good, good, good. Okay, continuously firing bombs, keep Duke of Flies alive. That makes our life so much easier. Okay. All right, up to the Cathedral. The full suite of orbitals is really going to be what saves me on that Isaac fight, I think. Razor Blade. Why is this great? Because we have a new-found reroll pedestal. PhD, I don't think is necessary now that we also have Luckfoot. Am I correct in that assumption? I don't know, because we got Bad Trip that one time. Yeah, I'll come to the curse room just because you never know, right? Okay, well, now I know. At least I didn't get hurt extra on the way out. We'll come reroll PhD. Odd Mushroom is damage upgrade, which is good. slows you down a little bit, which is fine. We're already fast. But also, it gives you HP, which would fuck up our permanent Polaroid invincibility thing that we've got going on. So, unfortunately, that'll be another reroll pedestal. I say unfortunately, but who knows, man? We pick up the relic or the mitre or something like that, and maybe it ends up working out for the best. Alright, every golden chest is a blessing. That's another reroll pedestal. And I thought about opening that, but why don't we just save this one for now? Hey, and there's our boss, so this is perfect. So, I am going to use the reroll here. I didn't pick it up first. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, we're just going to come fight Isaac and then go down to the chest. And we won't have a reroll available right away on the chest, probably, unless we get hit a couple of times here, which is actually very likely. But even if we don't get hit on this entire fight, we'll get one very quickly on the next floor anyway as a result of the Nun's Habit. I'm sure. Now, no poison touch, but as you can see, I'm doing like a pretty dirty dangle on Isaac here. Wasn't really a sentence that contained any kind of sense whatsoever, but the fight's going well. I'm using bombs. I'm using Lump of Coal effectively. Oh, that hit me? I thought for sure if I just stood still, the orbitals would handle it. That's something you shouldn't take out of context. That hit me? I thought for sure if I stood still, I'd be fine, but anyway. You're deceased now. That was actually a really easy fight. If we manage to make it to Blue Baby, we'll probably succeed. Well, it depends on the health that we have left. If we have like 4 health or more, we'll probably be fine. Alright, all of these are rerolls. I didn't mean to pick up Spelunker's Hat. I was just thinking in my head, I was like, well, Spelunker's Hat is inactive, so we should pick it up and then reroll. That was just dumb, and it cost me a pedestal for no reason. We get another key, we get the Hourglass, we get Kamikaze. Kamikaze is pretty good with Polaroid, as many people have told me. You know, because you get the invincibility from hurting yourself once, and then you can explode multiple times. I still don't necessarily think it's better than the D6 in this situation, and unfortunately we gotta choose, so... yeah, well, you know, maybe if we find the boss quickly, we'll go with Kamikaze instead, because it'll be a fun way to finish it off. And I think I do have probably borderline enough health to swing it and make it work out properly, but we'll see. So this is obviously the wrong way to go. Maybe we'll find an item in here, though. No such luck. Basically just going through the level as quickly as possible to figure out where our rooms are. This is why X-ray goggles is so good if you don't have the compass, because you can actually, like, kind of, you know, quantum tunnel your way through half of the map. And it's a much quicker way to kind of figure out where you're supposed to go. Or where you feel you're supposed to go anyway. That's a good spirit heart. That's a good pickup. Alright, Famine. It's always dangerous to walk out and walk back into that room because one of them could become a champion. And, you know, White Pestilence doesn't really bother me, but Blue Famine is a little bit more annoying to deal with than regular Famine. This Pestilence is easy, though. So we'll walk ourselves back. How did I get into... What the... I gotta fight somebody to get back into that starting room. I was doing some weird dipsy doodles here. Is Super Wrath the room that I want to fight? Not necessarily, but sure, let's get it done. I have to create a path back to the starting room, basically, so I can get the reroll pedestal back. Alright, one of them's dead. Second one's gonna go down soon after. There we go. We get 1 bomb and like 1,000 live bombs as well. Reroll. Okay. Well... D20 is potentially valuable. Yumheart is worthless. Harlequin Baby, I'm just picking up just to like simplify things, basically. Let's keep making our way up to the surface here. Maybe this will work out best for us. Kind of doubt it, but I've been wrong before. And I guess in this case, being wrong would be a good thing. But I've already opened up like half of this area, so why don't we come up and see what we've got going on here regardless. If we go into this Blue Baby fight with, you know, 11 or 12 hearts, I think we got it. And that's pretty remarkable to me, because, you know, 3 or 4 minutes ago, I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose, because we're just not strong enough. I could be wrong, again, I've been wrong before. I was wrong just now, as you saw, but I think we got it. I'm pretty confident that we got it, anyway. I'd have to get hit an awful lot, and with permanent Polaroid invincibility, it's extremely unlikely. Alright, just hold the button down, basically, when we, I mean, this would be an interesting, like, mathematical trade-off here. Like an analysis of this would be interesting. When I get hit, I get in close so the orbitals do damage, but does the damage from the orbitals outweigh the lost damage from the range detriment for Lump of Coal, if that makes sense? Because the further away I stand, the more damage Lump of Coal does. But the orbitals will compensate for that, or maybe they won't. Who knows? Someone knows. Someone will put that into bindingofisaac.xls. Figure it out. Hopefully. So... we're good. We beat the game. Kind of unexpected, but we did pick up a lot of good items. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure to show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing if you want to see more Daily Isaac. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.